What if I told you that a $200 3D printer could turn into a $500,000 automated print farm? And the great thing is that you can do it too, starting with just one idea and one printer. In this video I'm revealing the exact 5-stage blueprint that took us from 0 sales to 30 printers running non-stop. We call it the FarmLayer Roadmap, and it helps you scale your 3D print business faster than you have ever imagined. 3 years ago I was printing alone in my living room with a basic Ender 3. Today we're on track to hit $500,000 in sales this year alone. I'm Jan, and together with my best friend we run the most automated 3D print farm in Switzerland, and I lived every step of this journey, dreaming of what works and what kills growth in this business. I will break down every single layer of this system so you can find exactly where you are right now. I will share the game-changing tools and hacks that helped us scale, so you don't get stuck like I did. Ready to level up your 3D print hustle? Let's dive in. Alright, before you can print anything, you've got to do a bit of setup. Level the bed, heat the nozzle, get everything ready. That's layer 0. And when it comes to selling prints, same deal. This is the phase where you're just getting started. Maybe you're printing cool stuff for yourself or a few friends. You've got a head full of ideas, but nothing up for sale yet. Maybe you're unsure if anyone would even want to buy your stuff. Or you're stuck trying to figure out what to sell and how to design it. I totally get it. When I started, I made this little indicator for a grinder. Honestly, I thought no one would care, but a few days later, someone bought it. Turns out other people have the same problem I did. Here's the thing, there are usually 2 big hurdles at this stage. 1, you have no idea what to sell. If that's you, check out our free Find Your Niche questionnaire. It will point you in the right direction. And 2, maybe you do know what you want to make, but you're stuck turning that into a 3D model. That's where learning to design comes in. Sure, you can use subscription files and sell those. But honestly, if you look at the successful 3D print sellers who are crushing it, they're designing unique original products. Once you've listed your first product, you're finally laying down your first layer. And if you have ever 3D printed anything, you know how crucial that first layer is. It sets a foundation for the whole print. Same thing here. That first sale, it's your first layer of success. At this stage, you're stepping into the explorer role. You're probably thinking about adding more products to your shop, which is great. But just like with 3D printing, if that first layer doesn't stick properly, the whole print can fail. So take your time, test your part thoroughly, make sure the packaging looks good, and choose a solid delivery service. Why? Because a single bad review early on can mess up everything before you've even got started. But if your first few customers are happy, you're going to start building some real momentum. Somewhere between 1 and 100 sales, you might even find yourself thinking about getting a second printer. To get a better idea of the challenges at this stage, I ran a quick survey in our growing school community, which is getting close to 200 active members by the way. The 2 biggest struggles, getting traffic to the store and improving design skills. So how do you get more eyeballs on your products? You've got 2 routes. If you're going organic, focus on SEO and make sure your listings are optimized so people can find you. That's a slow and steady path. But if you want to speed it up, I'd recommend jumping on social media and even testing some paid ads to get traffic faster. It's all about connecting with customers and understand them. And hey, in one of the upcoming videos, I will be doing an Etsy store audit for one of our school members to help them to move from layer 1 to layer 2. If you are sitting at this stage right now, that might be super helpful for you too. So make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss it. There's a lot of value coming your way. Once traffic starts coming in and those orders pick up, you will hit your first 100 sales in no time. And just like that, you've leveled up from an explorer to a builder. At this point, you might have a couple of printers running, and you will start noticing that maintenance, starting print and post-processing are suddenly taking a big chunk of your time. I remember being right there. For me, it was still a side hustle. I had a full-time job as an engineer during the day, and I would use the evenings and the weekends just to start prints, fix things and get orders out. That's exactly why automation becomes so important at this level. You want your printers running while you are doing other things. To help with that, we built automatic maintenance codes. But even more powerful is our farm loop system, which automates the printing process so you can stock up without babysitting your machines. This frees you up to focus on what really matters, creating new products and prepping for the next level. Now here's where a lot of people get stuck. They found their niche, sales are coming in, everything's working, but all the printing, packaging and customer support eats up so much time they cannot expand. They're finally making decent money, just not quite enough to leave their day job. So at what layer can you consider quitting your day job then? We'll get there, be patient. But I want to be very clear here. The development from layer 0 to layer 4 can be different for any business, but the pain points are surprisingly similar. In this video, there's not enough time to go over all challenges for each layer and the possible solutions to them. If you identify with some of the pain points in this video, the complete FarmLayer document with even more tips can be found through the link in the description below. So let's say you've automated your printers, added a bunch of new products, and even got customers requesting products to solve their other problems. That's when you know you're crossing over into layer 3, the scaler. Things are getting real now. You're basically a mini factory with a fleet of printers running and multiple orders coming in every day. You're thinking more like an entrepreneur now. And honestly, quitting your job to go full time on this doesn't sound so crazy anymore. I mean, if you're already pulling in 4-figure monthly revenue on the side, imagine what's possible if you went all in. At this level, pricing and profit margins start becoming a real focus. When you plug your numbers into our pricing tool, you will see exactly where you are losing money and how to fix it. Automation has already slashed your labor time, which means your cost per product has dropped. But now you notice something else. Etsy or eBay fees are slicing off 15 to 30% of every sale. Instead of giving them hundreds of dollars each month, it's time to switch over to your own store. And that's where Shopify comes in. We made that move about 1.5 years ago, and we're now saving thousands every single month in fees. Of course, there's a catch. Running your own store means you have to bring the traffic. Think of Etsy and eBay like a flea market. You've got your little stand and people are constantly walking by. But your own Shopify store? That's like opening a boutique shop. People have to find you and choose to come in. So how do you help them find you? Here's one simple hack. Use a .store domain. It makes your shop stand out and is way easier for people to remember. That's what we did with our web stores, and it made a big difference. A detailed study actually shows that websites with a .store domain get 87% more traffic and rank higher in Google. Why? Because when customers see your site ending with .store, they instantly know it's an online shop. It's the perfect domain for anyone moving from a marketplace to their own store. That's exactly why we partnered with .store domains, who are sponsoring this video, by the way. And here's the cool part. For a limited time, you can grab your own .store domain for just 99 cents using the code 3dfarmers through the link in the description below. Sure, you can also buy these domains from GoDaddy or Namecheap, but that coupon code only works if you use the special link in the description. Bonus time! When you get a .store domain, you also unlock free access to Elevate.store, a curated toolkit for online sellers just like you. From marketing tools to e-commerce software, Elevate Stores offers exclusive deals from big names like Canva, Shopify and many more. It's literally everything you need to level up your business all in one place, and free when you choose a .store domain. Alright, back to our FarmLayer roadmap. Once you've added more sales channels to your brand, you will hit a crossroad. Remember, at layer 2 it was too early to quit your job and go full time. Now, just one level later, at layer 3, this choice becomes reality. I was right there, and I decided to quit my day job and go full time. Owning your own web store and setting the right prices will give you enough profit to take that leap too. Without full dedication and hard work, leveling up just isn't possible. But if you push hard enough and make great use of all the tools we provide, you can reach layer 4 even faster than we did. Why? Because we had to develop all these tools on the go, and now we're just handing them to you at a fraction of what we invested to build them. But once you have sold over 10,000 parts and pulling in 5-figure monthly revenue, that's when you're finally playing the pro league. Honestly, 3 years ago I couldn't have even imagined being here. Now that we've made it, we want to help you get there faster than we did. You might ask, what comes after layer 4? I will tell you as soon as we have moved past that. But let me tell you a secret. My personal metric of layer 5 is $1 million in sales in 1 year. If you hit the like button, I will share all the learnings here on this channel as soon as we get there. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's summarize the tools you need to hit layer 4 as quickly as possible. At layer 0, start by building a strong foundation. Learn CAD skills specifically for 3D printed products with our CAD challenge. Then find your niche to leverage on your own unfair advantage. At layer 1, you want to have optimized your Etsy store in terms of SEO and appearance. Our upcoming Etsy audit series will give you great value in doing so. Additionally, it's time to create social media accounts and start building a brand. Then don't get stuck at layer 2 like so many others do. Automate your farm with FarmLoop and our automatic maintenance codes. Freeing up that time means you can focus on developing more products and leveling up to layer 3. Once you're at layer 3, it's all about pricing right and sharpening those CAD skills with our upcoming advanced course. That's the key to quitting your day job and going full time. and hitting layer 4. If you are feeling stuck on any layer, come join our school community to get access to all the tools you need to level up. Oh, and for everyone waiting on the farm loop system for the X and P series, the beta is already live in our community for testing. Here's a sneak peek. Stay tuned and happy printing, 3D farmers!